Thank you very much for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields, and thank you for taking the time to subscribe as we get into the hurricane season, which starts a month from today. I am watching one spot that does look like it may try to develop. It's not likely, but it is going to increase the chance of rain. So I want to get to the European model. I want to take a look at the computer models close in so you could see some of the rain, the water temperatures, the overall conditions, and I want to zoom down with some of the rain totals. But Jamaica, Cuba, Haiti, the DR, Puerto Rico, the higher chance of rain over the next couple days, and we've already seen some flooding in spots, so let's just dive right into it. Here's the European model. Here's the Gulf of Mexico, Florida, the Bahamas. This area in here, this is today, the green shading, Puerto Rico, U.S. and British Virgin Islands. We've also had some rain at times back through Haiti, Cuba, and Jamaica, the high chance of rain. Now, as I'm going to get into that further. Now, as we get into tomorrow, the core of this system starts to lift right over here. So you see it back through here. Here's Puerto Rico, just to the north of Puerto Rico. To orient you further, here's Belize, Cayman Islands, Trinidad and Tobago. But as this lifts up to the north of Puerto Rico, back behind it, you get that flow that continues to pump in even more rain. So parts of eastern Cuba over toward Hispaniola and Jamaica tomorrow, stretching back toward Puerto Rico and the British and U.S. Virgin Islands, scattered to widespread rain and storms. Now, there's a slight chance, a slight window for this to spin up as it's near warmer water temperatures before it enters into cooler water. I don't think that's going to happen, but there is a possibility that it does. We are in May now. You could see it here, but either way, that will pull away. So you see it over here, north of the northeastern Caribbean, north of Anguilla, north of Antigua and Barbuda. So this is where we could see a spin up, but still behind it, you get this flow that just stretches in, giving us increased rain even on Friday. We're going to see the chance of rain increasing throughout the northeastern Caribbean later this week, Friday into Saturday. So places like St. Kitts and Nevis, Montserrat, we could see some of the rain over towards Saba. You see here as we go out further in time, this is by Saturday. It starts to lessen in some of the rain, the system, whatever it is, does pull away, but you see that moisture feed drawing some of the extra rain back into the northeastern Caribbean as we work our way into Friday and Saturday. Now I want to start here. Here's the American model, and then I want to zoom down. So let's start here, and this is showing the same thing. So this is later today. It's nice when models are in good agreement. Gives me high confidence in the forecast, so I don't just look at the models. I look at all the environmental conditions, but there's that blob of rain by tomorrow, and still behind it, drawing in some of that moisture toward Hispaniola, parts of Cuba, Jamaica scattered about. It'll be widespread in some areas, and if you've had some of the rain before, the mudslide and flood threat risk will be high the next 2 to 3 days. And then whatever this system is, if it gets a name, it doesn't look that way, but if it does or not, it's still going to pull in some of that moisture. So you see here, Friday into Saturday, look at Saturday. This would be some welcome rain for a lot of us, hopefully not too heavy, the DR and Puerto Rico, because we've been dealing with that flood threat. Virgin Islands as we work our way into Saturday, northeastern Caribbean, the rain chance is going up, the pattern is changing, so thank you for sharing this information, this channel with others, and taking the time to like the videos and subscribe. Now, zooming down, here's Jamaica. Yesterday in Jamaica, we had some big time rain in some spots. Others, not a whole lot. That will be the same thing today, but the next few days we have that higher chance. Haiti, the DR over toward Puerto Rico, and then you see here, let me stop it here. This is tomorrow morning, an isolated chance of a shower. So a chance of some rain tonight in spots, couple showers around tomorrow, but you see here Turks and Caicos will have some rain around as this kind of core of the system lifts to the north, and once we hit the afternoon, things will start to flare up. You see more green on the map, more scattered to widespread showers and storms as we work our way into our Thursday afternoon. Thursday night could see a couple isolated showers, whatever that system is, starts to work away. And then you still see here on Friday the flare up of rain. There we go. U.S., British Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and the Dominican Republic, and trying to stretch toward Anguilla, St. Martin. We could get some of the rain out of this as that lifts to the north. It just kind of feeds in some of that moisture. Now, will it develop into something tropical? We don't often get a tropical system this early in the season, but sometimes we do. I'll touch on that in a moment. Now, the water temperature is 28 degrees Celsius close to Hispaniola and Puerto Rico now, 27 to 28. Fahrenheit, that's in the low 80s. So that can support the development of a tropical system. And that's why I mentioned it does have a slight chance to spin up as it pulls to the north side of the DR at Puerto Rico before it enters in to some of the cooler water where you'd have some of the temperatures 24, 25 degrees Celsius, and with that back into the 70s Fahrenheit, which wouldn't really support any tropical system. So it does have a small window to spin up, and that's why I think the models are kind of showing that blob. Now the water temperatures across the Caribbean, this is really versus the average. We're running above average. Where you're seeing the red and the orange shading, those are above average water temperatures for this time of year. So once this area gets over here, north of Puerto Rico, temperature is about average for this time of year, but watching the Caribbean throughout the entire month, because again, it is so warm, relatively speaking, for the month of May. Now in May, occasionally every other year, there is a named system. There's been 50 systems in the month of May on record. 4 of those actually became hurricanes. The hurricane season starts June 1st, and then things ramp up from there, August, September, and October. It is usually active. So the first thing that gets a name in the Atlantic Basin, which is the Atlantic, the Caribbean, and the Gulf of Mexico, the first name on the list is Alberto. You may hear of some other A names out there. There's other lists for different areas of the world. The Eastern Pacific, for example, has a different list of names, but the first name on the list is Alberto. Now, zooming down into the rain totals across Jamaica, the next 3 days, anywhere from 25 millimeters to about 75 millimeters of rain, 1 to 3 inches of rain. There will be some spots, though, that get more. If you get some good downpours for a couple hours, you may catch a break and you may get some more. We could have some spots getting 100 millimeters of rain or more, 4 inches of rain or more. That's why I'll be watching out for that flood threat. Same thing, parts of Haiti closer to the DR and in the Dominican Republic. And look at that white shading showing up as we work our way into the U.S. and British Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. We're going to see, especially on Friday, a higher chance of rain where we could get upwards of 3 to 4 inches of rain or 100 millimeters of rain, could be more. And this could lead to some flooding, especially over toward the DR and parts of Haiti where we have the mudslide threat, and watching those river crossings that will become very dangerous. Thank you for getting the word out about this across Haiti and the DR, and of course back through Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. Now, in the big picture, we'll be watching this moisture down here. Once again, in the middle of the U.S., another severe weather threat. We were thinking of them. It's been day after day with wind damage, that tornado threat in parts of the United States as things flare up. This is as we work our way into later today, and you see that rain, southern Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, the higher chance of rain. So you could keep an eye on that system there, whatever it is. And then you can see back here, the middle of the U.S. by tomorrow afternoon, another area of rain and some storms and the potential of some severe weather. It is just tough to go through that day after day with that threat. You know how the anxiety goes with storms. And then as we get into Friday, and I like this wide view because you can see that blob right there south of Bermuda. That's what we'll try to spin up, most likely not, but what we'll try to spin up. And then you see more systems rolling across the U.S. as we work our way into our Saturday forecast. Unsettle the Atlantic region of Canada. These systems back to the west just kind of pull across the Atlantic region of Canada and die out, but scattered showers will be the rule, especially in Newfoundland. This is going from today into tomorrow. This is our tomorrow afternoon. Coming out of New England, some showers approaching New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Prince Edward Island. And as we work our way into our Friday afternoon, still some scattered showers, and then keep an eye on this next system that will roll by the Great Lakes. Some more showers moving toward the mid-Atlantic, and then this will get closer as we work our way into Saturday. So one system after another, at least keeping some unsettled weather around. Watching the Eastern Pacific, some stuff bubbling up, but no signs of development at this time. The hurricane season in the Eastern Pacific starts in 2 weeks. Jamaica, rain chance elevated, 60, 70% chance. Let me know in the comments. Put your location, put what you get, maybe the time, not too many details. I don't want you to give your whole life away there, but let me know what you got going on with the weather as we build this weather community. Cayman Islands, most of this is sitting off to the east the next few days. Trinidad and Tobago, rain chance slightly higher, a 30% chance. And boy, if we don't get rain, it is going to be hot for us across Trinidad. Barbados, rain chance will take up some tomorrow. Same thing in St. Lucia, some scattered scattered showers will be possible. A 40% chance on our Thursday. The next 3 days in Grenada, a 20 to 30% chance, and we will be very warm. St. Vincent and the Grenadines tomorrow and Friday, a 30% chance. Rain chance a touch higher in Martinique tomorrow, a 40% chance. We work our way into Dominica, a 40% chance tomorrow and a 30% chance on Friday, and a 40% chance for Guadeloupe Thursday into Friday. Now on Friday, the rain chance is going to start to pick up with that area of rain, that disturbance to the north of Antigua and Barbuda. By Friday and Saturday, rain chance gets higher. You see St. Kitts, Nevis, and Montserrat, about a 50% chance on Friday, and Anguilla and St. Bart's. You see the trend making the climb unsettled by the end of the week and the weekend. St. Martin, Sabin, Statia, 50% chance of rain on Friday. Could be higher on Saturday, depending on how this system goes. Staying very active. I've been covering Puerto Rico with the rainstorms and the flood threat, and look at that. The British and U.S. Virgin Islands, we are going to get some downpours around at times, especially later this week. Dominican Republic, watching out for the flooding and the mudslide potential. Same thing in parts of Haiti, not all of Haiti, but parts of Haiti the next 2 to 3 days. 20 to 30% chance of rain in Bahamas, but huge difference. Northern Bahamas, a lot of sunshine. Southern Bahamas, closer to the Turks and Caicos, that's where we're going to see that higher chance of rain. Turks and Caicos, rain chance 70% tomorrow, 30% in Cuba, but once again favoring the eastern end, drier west, more rain to the east. Belize, hot and dry. Let me know how you're doing in Belize. We need to find some rain. Yucatan and Mexico, rain chance stays minimal, and we work our way through the ABC Islands, Aruba, Curacao, Bonaire, rain chance 10 to 20%, kind of in between some areas of rain. We're mainly dry. We're mainly dry in Bermuda. We'll watch this system move by to the south eventually by this weekend. Costa Rica and Panama, 40 to 50% chance of rain. My friends in Nicaragua, Honduras, not a lot. Guyana, rain chance goes back up on Friday, a 70% chance, and a 70% chance in Suriname on Friday, 20 to 30% chance across northern Venezuela. So lots to watch on this early May day. Flooding threat will increase. I was highlighting that in the northern Caribbean, watching the mudslides and the river crossings. The area may try to spin up. We'll see, but either way, moving away, and the forecast will stay the same. I got you covered, watching everything. Overall, the rain chance will be getting higher across the Caribbean gradually as we go throughout the month. Hurricane season 1 month away. Thank you for sharing this information, and have a good rest of your day.